Okay, I believe we are good to go. We are over encumbered as always. There's probably a lot of things we don't need to be holding on to for the time being, so let's drop off what we can. Candles, cooking pot, all this stuff can go away I think for the time being. I do hear someone outside. There's a zombie somewhere outside. Where are they? First, let's set up our chat so we can actually read what's happening. Oh, no, let's deal with that zombie first. This chap here. Because he's going to break through this with not much effort, so we need to try to deal with him if we can. Okay, I've got my chat of now because if you were here, well, I don't know if you have been, but if you said anything, hello. We used a lot of arrows there to kill him, but that's important because these wooden bars are not going to last overly long. I forgot we were very low on the old food, weren't we? Oh, there is a working forge here though, excellent. I didn't see that. Let's... Everything has such a high level of sickness, or such a high level of food poisoning possibility. But we can try and make some lock picks, I think. Because we need to get lock picks for our... to open that chest. We can now craft lockpicks. What do we actually need for some lockpicks though? We need forged iron and mechanical parts, and we need to do this at a workbench. So I probably shouldn't have got that skill yet because I don't have a workbench. Which isn't great. We've got plenty of water to see us going for the time being, so I'm chuffed with that. What we don't have, however, is food of any real nature. No, we already have a job with this chap, that's fine. So let's actually go do the quest that this chap has for us. This tier 1 clear. And we're going to try and find some more animals to kill along the way, purely so that we can eat relatively well. At least in the grand scheme of things, because you can't eat zombies, sadly. I mean, you could, but it probably wouldn't. Probably be quite detrimental to your health. Let's hopefully you don't destroy the traders. We have like no stamina because we have no food. So if we see an animal around, we definitely want to try to kill them. Yucca fruit, I'm sure we can. I think we can eat yuccas. By the way, if you do hear noises in the background, I do apologise. That's just outside my flat. It's not a huge amount that can be done about that. Probably should have cooked that yucca fruit, to be honest. I'm just aware on how low on health I am generally, or how low on food I am generally. Oh, there's some zombies. There we go. There's a couple of them. We kind of missed our shot there. But hey, killing zombies is XP, so that's worth it. Also means frame drops, apparently. Skim blunt weapons has increased. We do have a few guns with a few bullets, but nothing too major that we can do stuff with, so we need to be a little bit careful. That's how we do things. We are thirsty and we are hungry. None of which is very good. Because we all know that if we die if we go down to 0 food, that's a real problem. That's nice, having some forged iron, which means we can make some lockpicks if we find a workbench, and also some mechanical parts, which is, albeit easier said than done. Don't know what's going on outside, but hey. Oh good, the titty twisters. New dancing girls, girls, girls. Maybe we can go visit there later. But this looks like a supermarket actually, so we might be able to get some food from here. I have no sense of what time of day it is though. Wow, this zombie is absolutely tanking hits. Took more. Oh my goodness. That survivor scared the absolute living daylight out of me. And if I start this now, is she going to help? Yes, she is, I guess. This is just a clear. We've got this zombie here to help, or this survivor here to help.
You want a piece of me?
Oh, we tried to help. Okay, we'll leave her to deal with that zombie. We can deal with some of these other ones.
Not so tough now, are you?
She doesn't actually appear to be doing any damage.
You want a piece of me?
I think we might have hit the survivor there by accident. Well, we cannot hit this zombie for the life of us. There we go. Are you going to come in for me now? Oh yeah, you are.
All you got?
I didn't mean to use my gun, but I picked up the wrong weapon. Which is going to have brought a whole bunch of zombies' attention over this way. Which is not excellent, so let's deal with them before they become a problem. Oh, there were 2 lockpicks in there. That helps. That's going to make... We might be able to get that treasure. That's very good. We definitely need to get some food, because good grief, we are having problems with food, as is often the case. This guy can do quite a bit of damage. Is he dead? He is dead now, okay. We will search this place afterwards, but I think it's important we try loot first. I thought this was a food shop, it actually looks to be more of like a computer shop. There's definitely someone hiding in the toilets. We'll go deal with that afterwards. Okay, who's in here? You're in here. Make sure no one's coming in behind us. You're dead. There's definitely going to be someone upstairs as well. Up on the roof. In fact, I think they're starting to break through. I'm going to go up with my gun. I'm not sure. I feel like there's going to be quite a few people up here. Including probably a vulture. Which I'm not all too fond of. Where's this final zombie then? It must be downstairs somewhere. I thought we were safe upstairs, but we're clearly not. I'm sure you're dead. Got 2 zombies over there. If we use our bow, we might be able to deal with them without any issue, but that's only if I manage to hit them. You're not dead, but you're pretty close to dead, so let's shoot the other one. I missed her, that was excellent for me. I want to make sure this is repaired, because we'll need all we can to help us, really. Just seeing if we can sneak up on her. Not really. We did a whole 1 damage there, that was remarkably terrible. Man, if you don't go for the headshots, you does not go very well. go. Where's this last zombie? They must be downstairs. Well, let's search up here while we can. That's a bit more ammo we can use in our gun. That's very useful. And some ammo in there. Oh, there she is. I wonder where she is. Hello. Yeah, you're going to jump up at me, aren't you? We have no stamina. Oh yeah. A successful clear. We're going to try clear up as much as we, or loot as much as we can from this place and go back and hopefully get some food. Somehow. We get a wire tool and a switch schematic. Not very useful now, but down the line they should be. Let's loot all we can in here. So this is an electronic store, not a food store, so it's not ideal. I was hoping for a food shop, to be perfectly honest with you. But hey, we work with what we got, and we might find something useful in here to sell, to do something with. Someone's definitely coming this way though. So let's shut that door until we're ready to face them. A mechanical part and a basic sensor schematic. We'll take both of those and we'll read the schematic. Anything else useful in here? Iron desk has some bullets, it's most welcome. And water cooler has nothing. Sadly, it would be nice to have some water in there. I think that might be a little wandering horde that I hear trying to break inside. So we have to be quick here in terms of looting, because pretty soon they're going to break through. We're getting some mechanical parts actually, which is good. Anything in the purse? No. Oh, that's definitely a wandering horde. Okay. Time for us to leave. That's not a door. Yeah, this is definitely a wandering horde. It's the first one of these we've encountered. We could feasibly take them on for the experience, I suppose. But it's quite a lot of them. We don't have a huge amount of food. So I think probably what we'll do, we'll just head. We've done the quest. I think the smart thing we do is just head back. We got probably all the decent stuff from that shop. I think the main thing is we just get out of here, because I don't think we can take on a wandering horde with our lack of food at the moment, because it really is becoming a bit of a problem. So we'll head back to the traders, and even if we might be able to, I haven't actually checked his food sort. Like, I've checked his cans from his vending machine, but in general I haven't checked from his actual shop yet, so I guess that'll be my next port of call. I'm hoping we can get some eggs from these nests, but they're not proving very fruitful for the time being. We're very low on food, and we know that we can die from starvation very quickly indeed. So we need to, I suppose, there's a tomato there, we'll pick up a tomato. Any food is food at the end of the day. Back inside, and let's return this quest if we get a good reward. It's good we've got a working forge here, I didn't realise that. We can use that to our advantage.
Each day, it must be my lucky day. Thank you.
Ooh.
And here you go.
So we can get a trigger mod, but I don't think that's overly necessary. Baseball bat would be lovely, but we've got a decent melee weapon as it is. Honestly, I think we'll take these steel rounds simply just to have some more ammo. I'm gonna go do another clear, just the clear.
I've got just the task for you.
That might even be the same.
Well,
I think that might even just be the same store we were just
let's
at.
get the ball rolling.
But please tell me you have some food of some nature. You do. It's all cans, kind of annoyingly. Let's Oh my goodness, sham is... Okay, the food is expensive. We could try the peas. We need something which doesn't have much food poisoning, like these pears, but these pears are incredibly expensive again. Tuna. It's only got a 5% chance, so let's...
Come again.
We'll start with the tuna, see how that goes. It is a not a waste of money because it means we're not going to die, but it's hardly the most profitable thing we can be doing, in all honesty. It is also starting to turn night time, so I don't know if we really want to be doing the actual quest at night time. We do actually need a whole bunch of wood, so that's something we could feasibly do at night time, or we could try go with 2 lockpicks. To try and unlock that chest, but somehow I doubt that would be a successful trip. Let's try the pears. One more. Ooh, okay, we got lucky with our food poisoning there. Let's buy a bit more food because I think actually having food is more important than money at the moment. But I want food that's cheap but still going to provide nutrition. We're okay for water for the time being. See, these pears are so expensive. This is the sham. Okay, we've got 5 cans of peas, so we've got a decent amount of food.
Way up the road, you can try looting.
I don't know if we can do a very quick retrieval of these supplies. We might go give it a go. But we are now fed and watered, at least somewhat. This might even be the same electronic store we were at before. But if we see any rogue animals, like a wolf or a snake or even a chicken or rabbit, I think we will try kill it purely to get the meat that we can cook up in our campfire. Even though taking wolves or dogs are not very fun. I mean, the dogs are rancid because they're zombie dogs. But even taking the wolves on probably isn't a great idea unless it's kind of out of necessity than anything else. Please give me an egg. No. Of course, we did pick up a tomato. Seems to be some form of plants here. Hops flower. I don't know if that's going to be all that useful to us. That's hogs! Run, 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 run. Man, these guys eat bullets. These guys absolutely tank bullets. Okay, good to know. We're still being for chase? Oh yeah, here we are. Run. Oh my god, goodness, really? Get the other ammo out, get the other ammo out quickly. Oh. Well, this will solve our food problems. But we need to use one of our first aid bandages just to try counter some of the issues we have just taken with our health. But I'm happy to do the food, but at cost of quite a bit of ammo. There was another boar there. We might be able to use our hunting rifle to better effect if we see where that boar is. I didn't mean to anger the boars, but I guess I was on their property and they weren't all too fond of it. I wouldn't say a waste of ammo, but still hard idea. How much meat did we get from that? That's only 2 that's only 2 charred meat, which is not really enough. Oh, there he is. Is he dead? Kill him? I think a shot of one. I think 1 bullet is well worth wasting to ensure he doesn't charge us and gets us some food as well. So I'm not. That's not a bad thing, I don't think. You know, we definitely seem to be struggling with frames a little bit today. I didn't mean to drop my animal fats. Let's pick that back up. I think this is the very same electronic store we were just at. Yes, because it's opposite the strip club. That would be a tough place to be at night. Well, let's go again. I have no idea what time of day it is, but we just have to work with it. We don't have a survivor here to help us this time. We can use the crossbow to our advantage. Because we might even just run in and run out. There's another zombie over here. This infected doctor. We need to... Do we put our ammo away? That's clever of me, wasn't it? Okay, I guess we're doing this melee then. Hello. Okay, it's turning night time, so we need to be quick about this. Somewhere in here. Oh, you're a former gangster, that's helpful. That's down. Okay, I see where it is. You're dead. Okay, let's very quickly break down here. Because it's going to be underneath here. And I'd like to try and loot the good stuff before it turns night time and I can go back to the traders. If we can get a few more lockpicks, that'd be excellent. Right, there's the courier satchel. So we completed the quest without dying, which is always positive, really. But certainly, finding stuff in the electronics store will not be a bad thing. There will be some people upstairs we'll need to deal with, but I'm just not a very good doctor if he got infected. Absolutely. Anything in this electronics box worth taking? Yes, the trigger plates will sell, I think, just the time being. We will need them, I think, at a later date, but I don't know how tough they are to make, so we might just take them later. But we're starting to get some wire stuff. This is good because we'll need this for traps at a later date. Right, how many friends are up here? Again, we don't have any. Oh, hello, there's 3 of you. That's interesting. One of you's down. I thought you would fall over. Okay. We need to just pull back because we're quite over encumbered. So our stamina's not going very well. Let's actually run past. Again, our stamina. I need to use the old gun here if things turn nasty. I thought you would die, you didn't. That's helpful of you. You're dead now. And it's just this former gangster. And the former gangsters can be very tough. They have... Oh, this is just a skater punk, sorry. I thought this was worse. Ooh, she nearly hit me there. Okay, there we go. But I wanted to loot up here if I could, because this is where all the stuff tends to be. That zombie was just carrying some crushed sand. How interesting. Gunpowder, anything in this wooden crate. Scrap gloves I will wear, it's a little bit more armour. I knocked over my microphone, I'm so sorry. It's right in front of my face, so I do occasionally knock it over. I'm sorry, that probably sounded terrible. Ooh, a robotic turret. These are fun. These are very fun. I don't have any ammo for it. I can't remember what you need to actually make it work. Robotic turret ammo, that's the one. We can make 40 bullets, so we're going to do that. And actually, you can use this as like a remote sentry gun. I'll see if I can demonstrate it. You can fire with it, but you can just use it as a kind of a remote sentry. You can place it down. I just can't remember how you do so. Hello. Where did you come from? No, stay. I'm going to jump down to that car and search the car. Might be a bit of a waste of our scrap ammo, but I want to demonstrate it. Nonetheless, there's definitely a zombie back here, isn't there? Hello? No. But let's not risk it. Let's go back to the trader. Yeah, I want to show you how this works if I can. I need to remember how to use it. But even though the alarm's going to be set off, that's why it's always worth it to search cars. You get much better things. We're going to scrap you. It's going to potentially make us a few more bullets. How do we... Oh, there we do. Oh, hang on. I'm trying to remember how you use it. There you go. It's only a junk turret, so it's not gonna... It's not very powerful at all. And, you know, we don't have much ammo. But I'm gonna try to test it on a zombie, because I can't really remember how it works. But being able to place it down on emergencies and have a separate thing firing is very useful. Even if it's pretty mediocre, it just keeps them... helps keep them at bay, so it's not a bad thing. But you also do need quite a lot of iron to make it run. It's turning night time. Just gonna grab a quick drink. Before all inevitable hell breaks loose. I want to find a zombie now, really, to use this gun on, but I'm sure I will. That's another tomato. We should be picking up any food we can, to be honest with you. You can plant and grow in this game. I've never really done it. I just find it takes too long and it's not... Is it daytime, nighttime? It's definitely heading towards nighttime. There's a zombie over here. Let's try this. Hello. Oi. Doctor. Oh, you're running. Oh, is it night time? I didn't realise it was night time. It's mildly awkward. Okay, we're definitely dead here. Do we even bother trying to save ourselves? Probably not. Oh. We might just have got away with that. We are infected. Which isn't ideal. I knew it was dark, but I thought it was still daytime, otherwise I wouldn't have run so obnoxiously towards a zombie. Still. We're alive. For now. Okay, I think we can run. Wasn't very smart play of me, to be honest. Still head back to the trader. Hopefully avoiding that zombie over there. Obviously it does make quite a bit of noise opening and closing the door. Does mean we're just a little bit more protected. Currently, this is our only trader, so we need to be careful with him. Let's pop the oven on, so to speak, like thus, and let's... Oh, we did get a cooking pot. Let's see if we can put it in now. I don't know, for some reason we couldn't put it in before, but there we go. Now we can actually make some other food. Obviously it does require water. Bacon and eggs can be pretty good. I think it makes a much better yield on your food. So we have burnt through some water to do boiled meat, but I think that also means that it neglects any negative issues you have when eating food, that it's going to end up making you thirsty. So I think that's kind of the counterbalance to that, really. We're going to probably need a new chest here pretty soon, but let's again drop off all the stuff we don't immediately need. We'll hold on to the lockpicks, they're going to be useful at some point. Fortunately, I don't think we need... we'll hold on to the forged iron in case we find a workbench out on the road so we can cross some lockpicks. We'll put that scrap iron shovel away. I was about to call it a crap iron shovel, but I suppose it's one and the same, really. Anything else? More animal fat we can put away. I don't think we need that immediately. So we can't use. We need to get a better bow. Trader Joel, what do you have for me?
Whatever you need, just say the word.
Leather leg armor, iron crossbow, which we already have, albeit not as good, but I don't think we need to get a new one. A claw hammer, we again have one. It's not as good, but it will still do the job. Magazine extender mod, it increases our magazine capacity. Bundle of skill notes. I think we'll take the skill notes in the principle that will help us towards our quest. But this is interesting. I think now we've got to a better level with him. We can do some other stuff.
Thank you, friend. I can't thank you enough, friend.
But we're gonna do some other jobs to him. Can you teach me to be a better crafter? No. Do you have any recipes of interest? Oh, you could teach me how to make a double-barrel shotgun. I'll do that. Do you have any other work? I'll do this job as well. So yeah, we've got a few more jobs from him now. Also gives us a little bit of leveling up, which is good. I'm just trying to think of what we want to put our next lot of stuff into. I think maybe health nut might be good. Yeah, we'll do health nut just to increase our wellness up a bit. Speaking of which, do you have any antibiotics or something similar to that? Clothing, weapons. Antibiotic. No, you
If
don't.
we ain't got what you're looking for, we can get it.
He says we can get it, but probably can't immediately. Let's put those skill notes away. We don't need them immediately. I'm also going to pick up these 2 candles. Just give ourselves a little bit of light. My goodness. It's so dark in this building. It's not perfect, but it makes it a little less dark at least. Good sir, do you mind? I'm wary of using the gun because that's going to alert everyone around. I thought we had a few crossbow bolts. I don't know what happened to them. I really don't know what happened to them. Has he got a better bow? He's got a compound bow, but way beyond my price range. He's got some crossbow bolts I can buy. We're going to buy 5, simply just to try kill this zombie if we can. Preferably silently. It's not dead yet. But we want to do that preferably without alerting everyone else if we can help it. We've only got three bolts to make this happen though. And we seem to keep on missing, which is always good. It's down to... I mean, the barbed wire is doing something, but probably not enough. There's also this guy over here, this decaying radiated zombie. I want to protect. I want to protect this land if we can help it. He's going to die eventually, but this guy is not going to, I don't think. Let's see if we can get up to a better angle to deal with this decaying zombie. There's zombies everywhere though, that's the issue. The more we do to angle the zombies, the more it's going to cause issues for us overall. I think, sadly. How's this guy doing? He's on 48 health. Hi. Can we deal with you silently? I was just dealing with the wood, however. I really want to try get him, but we don't really have any range apart from our guns, which is just going to cause more problems. Okay, we can't get to him without using our gun, which I really don't want to do. It's going to work on some other zombies up, which isn't ideal. This guy is a problem. This guy's most definitely a problem. He needs to go down. We need to protect our traders. Got him a nighttime siege. This guy's eating bullets, mind. But of course, this is going to mean more people wake up. They're coming in from all angles now. I'm not too concerned about you. I am over concerned about this chap over here. There's multiple guys. This might be a good chance for us to use our turret. He's not going to do much, mind. It's more just kind of a delaying tactic on that chap. He's not even dead, but we're out of ammo in that thing. You're dead. Good. Everyone loves a good nighttime siege, eh? How's the boiled meat doing? Oh, it doesn't give you much, but it does also give you water, which is quite good. We'll have the bacon and eggs. We'll have some of this boiled meat. How are you doing? Oh, you're a feral. Obviously, these guys are eating so much of our ammo. Stop running around and being a complete idiot, that would be helpful. For some reason we can't loot that, even though we can still shoot through the bars. For some reason we can't loot the bag. Which might sound odd. Right, where's our next potential breach? Oh, we should probably pick up our turret, even though there's no ammo left in it. We can probably make some more ammo, but only 10. It's not going to help us much in this nighttime siege. I was planning to do something at night time, but we've got to protect our trader. That's really, to me, is of vital importance. I think that's all of them, though. Oh, no, it's not. No, it's not. Where did you come from? Will you please die? Where did she break from? Where did she break through from? That's a problem. I think we need to find a new place to live, because we can't live in the traders overnight and have that problem with the siege. Because that's just become a real issue, I think. RIP. Very much so a RIP. Yeah, that's the problem. We need to... I think probably today we need to start thinking about a base. It's not ideal. We don't have anywhere near as many defences as I would like. But we might just have to make it work. Oh my god. I've forgotten it's still night time. That's a chicken, but the other things are not chickens. We're going to go on the road purely because it's a bit more open, so we can see things a bit better. I imagine that feral zombie will still be there though. In case you hadn't guessed, feral zombies are much tougher. As you can see, when I unloaded like 12 bullets into it and didn't do a single bit of damage. I thought I'd got everyone, but clearly there was one zombie left and I wasn't really prepared for her. Yeah, nighttime CJ. Bags over here. We do have this zombie on the road. Problem is, I didn't want to use my guns because I knew it was going to attract more people in, but I didn't really have a choice. Hello. Come on. I didn't really have a choice as I didn't have any other ranged capabilities at the time. So, you know, what can I do? But I think that does set it that I can't stay in the traders because I'm attracting too much attention there, and that's currently our only traders. We need to keep them safe because I think those traders can die, and if they die, that's a huge problem for us. A huge, huge problem. Let's keep going on the road. Let's not walk over the trash because that's going to make noise. Yeah, I think the road is inherently safer. Although that rabbit did scare me quite a bit. Oh, hello. I can use the sledgehammer just to kind of whack them and break their momentum, which is useful. You know, we've got to have at least 1 or 2 deaths a stream, otherwise how do you know it's me? Okay, loot is still here, but I'm more concerned about the feral zombie. I don't know where she got in from. The real question is she still here? The answer is very possibly. She is, we need to deal with her. Let's get our stuff back. Reload with a very small amount of ammo we had. Those were steel bullets as well. Come
speak with me, friend.
He does have a lot of health though, which is good. So if he does get attacked, we should be okay. But
Be seeing
that
you.
was unfortunate in general. We do have a good amount of loot here, so we could think about finding somewhere to clear out and making that our semi-permanent base. But I think for the long run, if we want to survive, we're going to need to make our own base, like, from scratch. What do we need to get a workbench up and running? To get a workbench, we need to get the perk of crafting. Armor crafting, no. I'm guessing it's probably under tool crafting. Armor crafting, no. I feel it's probably going to be under, well, one of these things, doesn't it? The question is which one. Workbench. So that just shows us our perks. I'm just going to quickly search so I know. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, you need has to be tool crafting or something similar. I'll have to see. Anyway, it's probably not a priority immediately. The main thing will be actually finding a place to live. Now, what's the time actually? Because he does have a time on him. It's 2:20, so about another hour.
Apologies. Check back again. And
Another hour 40 to go. I'm wondering. There was that house up there, which we could feasibly use as a base. I wonder if we just head like out west and see what we find. I think we'll do that. I'm going to head out west and see if we find a building which is suitable for us to use as accommodation. We're bringing quite a lot of stuff, but I think the majority of it is important stuff, so I'm not all too worried about that. I mean, I am worried, but I'm not all too, you know, we work with what we got. I think she might be coming in for me. Maybe not. Okay, let's start heading west. Let's see what we find. I realize I've closed my Twitch chat and I can't read what anything is being said. Can't read if anything's being said. Because sadly I can't have the overlay in 7 days for some reason. I'm not entirely sure why. But we're going to head west, see what we find. There may or may not be something of interest, which we'll have to see. Obviously there are still zombies around, but I think we're probably okay. But the hope is to find a somewhat suitable building that we can shore up the barricades on, because we could be having our first horde in 2 days' time from now, which is not good, of course. I think that zombie's probably distracted with that survivor, so I'm just going to, I was going to say keep running, but there's another zombie nearby. Some here. Is he feral? No, but he's a bloated walker. But he's coming this way. I might just get away with it.
son of a bitch! I will prevail. Come on,
I think we're okay.
motherfucker!
That survivor's buying us time over there. Okay, let's keep on going. I want to see if there's any form of building down this way. Building or something similar. Obviously it's this building to our right, but I want to find something a bit better, because I didn't feel that was an ideal building at the time. Oh, hello. That's going to have woken up everyone. It's going to woken up a lot of people. We good? Please don't tell me you're feral. Oh. Kill that zombie and just got away with it. I'd love to harvest the wolf for the food. Let's see if we can do that sneakily. We may or may not be able to, because having, as you can see, food is a big problem. You're just a departed woman. I could probably take you on in combat. It's nearly daytime. Let's take you on anyway. Hello. Okay. So that's the abandoned house previously that we were thinking about, but we're gonna we're gonna head along this path here, diagonally. See what we find. We'll sort of take out these zombies as we go. One at a time isn't terrible. And it obviously does increase our skill as well, so it's not bad. As long as they're not feral, they're not terrible. And you can use the sledgehammer to kind of break their momentum, even if you don't initially kill them straight away. But it's starting to become daytime. I feel like we wasted a lot of night time, so we need to be a bit more proactive, which is why I'm trying to go out searching now. But this first horde could be pretty tough, all things considered. Hello! You're just a rotting carcass, I think we can take you on. Especially if we get a good old head whack like that, wonderful. But yeah, I don't think we've gone down... No, we haven't really gone down this way, northwest. So let's do that. There's a chicken there, which I'd love to try and get for the food. Somehow we managed it. We don't think we really deserved to. There's a dozing chicken. We'll get rid of the bones, we'll get rid of the rotten flesh because it's not really needed for anything. If we can find an isolated building which isn't as bad as that previous one, somewhere along this road, and that we'll call that home, because I'd much prefer to be isolated. But we need to find a building first for that to be a possibility. And there's not much we're going to be able to do to shore up the barricades in time, to be honest, because we don't have the building supplies or the tools for the job, really. There's another chicken there. I wonder if we can sneak up on this chicken as well. I somewhat doubt it. Hello. Come here. No, this chicken is a lot more aware. A lot more aware, that chicken. It's nearly daytime? Not quite daytime yet, but we're getting there. There we go, daytime now. Oh, that's a bear. That's not something we want to go near. At all. We're going to just keep on running. Hopefully that bear's going to be dealing with a survivor and a zombie. I do want to loot this car, however, so we need to be a little bit quick, because I do see that bear on the left. But getting ammo is vitally important, I think, anyway. I'm not seeing a huge amount of property down this way. We could make our own base, but at least to start with, it's probably more important to go with something at least has a little bit of a structure, just so we can work with it. Promise we can't spend all day just checking and searching these things. There's a dog there, or a wolf there. We will use our gun, because this also means we get food in the long run. So I'm not all too worried about using one bullet from our gun to make sure we get food, and that we don't have to deal with fighting a wolf, because animals can be pretty tough in this game, as you've realised. I can't tell if that's a C or just the game hasn't loaded in properly. It might be a little bit of both, but I'm really hoping we find something along this road, because we've gone a little bit away with not many results just yet. Of course we... Oh, hello. Again, not really a fan of having to use the bullets, but we're pretty far away from our home. It would take a long time for us to get back here. So I think Even if we use the bullets, it's more important we stay alive. But I would like to use that treasure. I'd like to find that treasure before the end of... before Horde Day. It might be that on the first Horde we just clear out a building and use that to our advantage. You know, just kind of use that simply just for one night and let it be destroyed. That might be a possibility. But also, if we find another town here, that would be pretty good as well. See, this this turret is pretty naff. Oh my goodness, why are there so many dogs? So many wolves, sorry. There goes the wolf. Guess maybe we're in wolf territory.
Oh, you
I'm
bastard.
simply here from wolf. Look, guys, carry on your way. I'm simply here to harvest the carcass and be on my way. Thank you very much.
Oh, you bastard. Is that all you got? You want a piece?
Even if this gives us a good amount of prep for the amount of food we'll need to deal with the horde. We have like no bullets. Let's switch over to our non-steel 9mm just so we have a few more bullets to work with. This path isn't going anywhere, is it? I feel like this is just going to end up being one big loop, which is entirely possible. If we don't make progress on this road soon, we're going to have to turn back, I think. Might have to take a bit more of a direct approach back, but I guess we'll probably just follow the road. If we find an isolated building here that we could throw up the barricades on, that'd be excellent, but I don't see it. That, however, is an orange tree, which is most welcome. Which I think if we chop down, will give us some oranges. Okay, well we've got the oranges, so let's not chop down the tree just yet. There's a car here, which might mean civilization, or it might just mean it's been abandoned here. Oh, there's a deer there. That would be wonderful to try hunt. We'll try hunt that in a second. So it's going to be a bit freaked out by us, understandably. We might be able to go back for it later. But today is kind of an exploratory hunting day. And here's the deer. I'm not going to use guns on stuff like rabbits, it feels like a bit of a waste. But this will provide us a decent amount of food, I think. Yeah, 15 food. Most welcome. Because we will need all this on Horde Night. We'll need the stamina, we'll need the water. So we're doing a hunting trip and also a bit of an explore. See if we can find a building, but I think on day one we're just going to have to use a pre-made building and just hope for the best, because we're not going to have the tools or the supplies to get what we need. You know, I would love an auger or a chainsaw, but we don't have that ability. Let us eat some of boiled meat. Boiled meat is excellent because it gives us food and water, but that over there looks less natural, looks a bit more man-made, so let's head over there. That looks to me like a building or some... yeah, these are some buildings. So we have found a new town, but it did take us quite some time. Yeah, if we find an isolated building on this town, this might end up being the town we live in. So I'd still like to be near a town, near a traders, because traders are important. But we need someone to set up shop. I think the first horde is going to have to just purely be let another building be destroyed, and we'll just work with what we got. But then Horde 2 we're going to start having to think about actually kind of doing a proper base, because obviously the better you get a game, the more skilled you get, the more loot you get, you end up getting more issues with higher level zombies, etc. For some reason we can't put that torch on our gun, which is sad. That's okay. He's coming in for us, but we're just going to keep him going. Can we remember which way we were going? I feel like it wasn't this way. Oh, it's this way. Towards the building. Whatever building this might be, I'm not entirely sure. Do you mind? You're being very rude. Oh, this is a whole town. I think there might be a whole town further back. This, to me, looks like somewhere we might be able to protect. It's like a day one horde. It's like a horde base. Because this is 5,000 health. So this is something we could adapt. It's pretty isolated. That's a dog. I see that dog. It's not dead. It's not dead. Is this a working workbench? Oh, it's not. Damn. This might work. It's going to need some serious love and attention to make it work though. Because it's going to be a big base and it's got a lot of defensive issues. Let's chuck down a bedroll. Yes, if we die we can come back here pretty quick. So I think this is going to be where we set up shop for the time being. However, I don't actually know what's inside here. In terms of like death. Given there was a dog just sitting outside, I'm a little bit scared. Let's see. Because these walls are pretty damn good. They're not going to be perfect, mind. They're going to need. It's going to need a lot of work done to it. It's not. Oh, there's no protection on this side. This side is horrendously. Okay, so you've got the walls on this side. Which are 5,000. There's so many defensive issues with this place. That's my only concern. And it's massive. We would not be able to get it ready for. We wouldn't be able to get it ready for day 5 or 7, depending on what time our horde comes in. I'm just scouting around the outside before I even go in. Because we could carry on the walls that they've built, because there's a kind of a structure. My concern is this southwestern side. It's got no protection at all, and you know, if they break through to the wood, yeah, this stuff is not going to fly very well. We do have our claw hammer on here. What does this upgrade to? Cool. Okay, so this upgrades to flagstone. This could work. It's gonna require a lot of work. A lot of work. But I think we can make it work. What about that? Survivor, can I deal with him? So our main issue is kind of this southern side. These walls over here are good. They'll provide a little bit of support. And obviously we're going to have to kind of trim this wooden base down and cut down kind of on access. Because we're not going to need all this space. And of course they can climb, which is not good. Or they can jump. I don't even know what's inside here. This might just be too bad to clear out. Let's give it a go. We don't have any... Is this a bar? a wolf outside. Guessing this might be like a hotel retreat. Oh, hello. Like a lodge almost. Let's go looking up all his friends though. Hello. I'm tell this is going to be a real pain to clear out. This place might just be too big. Oh, this place is ginormous. This might be beyond our capabilities. Whoa. The problem is it's just so big. It's going to require so much work done to it. What do we need for a claim block? Only stones, that's fine. The concern is just that there's just zombies everywhere. It's a real pain to try hold on to this place. Sadly, I think this place is just too big for our needs. Which is a shame. Because this is all becomes partially protected and it looks snazzy as anything. No. I would just be too concerned that we couldn't damn. Yeah, my concern is that it's just too big. We wouldn't be able to use our... We wouldn't be able to be effective in covering all the areas needed. Let's pick up that bedroll. It was somewhere we might have been able to go. And there might still be a possibility for future. But I think for now, sadly not. And stuff like this ball actually would actually cause more problems than anything else. Which is a real shame. But let's head back to the path. Keep exploring. Well, food is not looking excellent. We do have quite a lot of raw meat though, so we could cook up some food should the immediate need arise. Okay. It was good. I think it's just too big. We want something fairly small and tall, I think. At least that's the plan. I did think at one point this was much bigger, like this was like a whole town, but it looks just to be just that one building. It's a shame really, because that could have worked pretty well for us, had it not just been so big. I think the possibility of this with that base is that you could really make something special out of it, but also the ability to overextend yourself. And on Horde night, that's pretty dangerous in general. Do we follow this road further? We're already pretty far away from home. If we die now, We're in big trouble. Oh, hello. Speak of the devil. Blooming dogs. We don't really have any medical supplies, so we're actually going to pop down a bedroll simply here. So if we do die, we can start making our way home. We're going to make our way home. I think probably we want to... We've wasted quite a lot of the day. Sadly. I thought it was going to yield a bit more success, but sadly not. We've only got 20 health, so we need to be careful for wolves and such, because we've only got... In fact, we have pretty much no ammo in our 9mm pistol. And we're just going to pretty much follow this road home. Hopefully we haven't wasted the entire day coming out here. We've done a bit of scouting. I think once we come back like a bicycle or something, obviously it'll become a lot quicker that when that's a possibility. It's a shame. Oh my god, no. Absolutely not. Dealt with bears before, they are not fun creatures. Obviously in video games I've never met a bear in real life, but not something we want to take on, I don't think. We could try, but absolutely not worth it, I don't think. Do I be bold? No, why am I even considering this? There's no real benefits. I mean, sure you get a quite good amount of experience, but apart from that, there's no real immediate great benefits. I'm hoping it's tool crafting for workbench. Probably isn't. Workbench. I don't think it was that. That's all good. Packing mule we probably could have bought, actually. That would save our over encumbrance. I actually don't know what we need to do to get the workbench unlocked, but we'll figure that out as time goes on. Right now we need to just head back to base. Do we want to save time and go cross country? I don't know if it actually save us time in the long run. I think we'll just follow the road. We're going to get another bedroll. Ready? We can make some of these wire fences, but they're not going to do a huge amount to protect us. So we need to, if we do set up base somewhere, we're going to have to use them pretty sparingly. The important thing is we find that treasure before the horde, because that usually has a pretty decent amount of ammo inside, so that's probably our plan. Let's keep heading back, although our stamina is pretty darn low. We are going to save those tomatoes for something better. We can make pizzas, we can make tomato juice, we can make a full English breakfast. I haven't had a full English in a long time. That's not even that hard to make. That's just 2 eggs, and we just need some eggs and mushrooms. I do love a good full English. A fat tourist there, but that's fine. I don't need to worry ourselves with him. He can go on looking for brains with some other survivors. Repair this. Let's drink some water so we can ensure our stamina is always as it should be. Let's keep on heading home. Eventually we will start to recover some health. This is a bit of a long journey for not a huge amount of success, it must be said. How far are we along our path back? We're about a third of the way there. I was hoping for more. We did find that rather snazzy building, but it just wasn't going to work. It was just too big. And yes, I think eventually I would want to make my own base, but I think for the time being we're going to have to use some other buildings. Even just let a building be destroyed, but then another building for our actual kind of makeshift horde area until we set up a proper base somewhere in a better area with better materials. But for that we're going to need augers, chainsaws, fuel, motorbikes, a whole bunch of stuff which we do not have. I probably shouldn't have gone exploring on day 3. I should have just stuck in the town we were in. But I thought I would try nonetheless. The best thing we can probably actually do is just keep doing quests for the trader, even though our health is pretty low. Our ammo is pretty low as well, which is not great. What are you doing there, Survivor? Are you okay? That Survivor has 3 health. There we go. Put him out of his misery. Acceptable casualties, and that gives us a bit of experience. I'm not going to stop and fight that zombie. I don't think it's worth the time. We can just outrun her. What is our immediate quest that we're doing? Let's get a little bit further away from this lady before we do that. That's probably a smart move. I guess it's tier 1 clear. I suppose we could feasibly do the lady killer as we're going. Yeah, we'll do the lady killer as we're going past. There's no real reason not to do that. We're literally passing by the market anyway, so we'll do that. That'll give us a reward with the other lady. Probably nothing too major in terms of our actual rewards that we get from her. It'll be worth something. We are pretty low on medical supplies, which isn't ideal. But we work with what we got. 2 more lockpicks in that trash bag, thank goodness. 4 lockpicks might be enough to open that treasure box actually. So depending on how, depending on what we get from our loot, from our trades, we might go and open that treasure box if we can. We'll have to see. I should open more trash bags though, or more trash piles if they're going to have lockpicks in them. That's a vastly important thing to do. I'm just going to turn the music up, because I don't think this game has much music, but if there is, it'd be nice to hear it nonetheless. I can hear some kind of music in the background, so I'm not going completely bonkers, at least not for the time being. You can see our town in the distance there, that's fine. We're nearly back in familiar territory in terra firma. Okay. Well, even if this day hasn't been overly productive, we are going to be doing some useful stuff. I still think it must be still fairly early in the day. Maybe around noon or something? Okay, I don't think we need to deal with you, that's probably fine. We are slowly recovering our health. I think we will put at least 1 point into Pack Mule the next time we've got a point, because we get over encumbered very quickly and it really does bugger your stamina. Let's go do this quest. If we can do it on 27 health, let's try not to use our ammo unnecessarily. I think we should probably just be able to do this with our melee weapons, but let's at least wait for our stamina to regen before we do so, at least enough. There we go. We only need 1 of each. Hello, rabbit. We only need 1 of each zombie to make this work. There we go. We still need to get a nurse. There's a nurse over here. I mean, luckily you actually only need one of each. But these zombies are pretty weak, so actually pretty good in terms of experience getting for the most part, I find. There we go. A successful mission, and let's head back to the traders. Yeah, we'll just head back to the traders first before we do the tier 1 clear, I think. Because the tier 1 clear, we don't have a huge amount of health to do that with, so we're just going to have to... Well, because we've got what we got, we might get some good rewards which will help us with that. So we'll head back and then we'll go do the tier 1 clear, and I think then we'll probably head for the treasure. Unless there's anything particularly pressing that we need to be doing. So the horde could turn up as early as day 5 or as late as day 9. Because normally they turn up on day 7 of each playthrough, but I've adjusted the settings so that the days when the horde can spawn can change by up to 2 days each time, both forward and backwards. So it just adds a bit of variety, and means that it means I might need to actually be very quick in doing something, or I might have more time, I might have less time. It's a question of finding out the best way, finding out the best strategies, and coping with what ever comes up in the immediate moment. Whether it's a early horde or a late horde, you do what you can to kind of deal with it. But I'm not even going to know what time of day it is. I don't even know what time of day it is at the moment, because you don't get to know, unless you buy a clock. Because would you believe, if you don't have a clock, all you can tell is the state of the sky, which is sunny, but we don't know more than that. We're back here. Now we do know there's a breach somewhere. I can't remember. See if we can find out where that hole is and patch it up. I don't think she just jumped over. There must be a hole somewhere. Don't know where. We'll deal with that at a later stage.
How may I serve you?
Some ammo. We'll get a large beef ration for food. I think we're okay on food, actually. I think we'll take the ammo. Just have a few more.
Can I trust you?
Bits of ammo to help with. And steel rounds are pretty snazzy, all things considered. Kill some zombies. I don't know. Let's have a quick look and see if that's... Oh, that's just over here. We can do that. We can do that, and then we can go do our clear quest. And that means... Actually, we can probably do the treasure at night time. That's probably not a bad thing to do at night time, is to go get that treasure. Because it's already all unlocked. We found it. We just need to sneak over there and get it. I think that's the main thing. Let's go do this nurse quest. And then the other quest, which isn't too far away, I don't think. No, it's only over there, so we'll do a loop. We'll do both the quests and head back, so that we're not heading back twice unnecessarily. Just have a quick drink of water. In real life and also in the game. As water kind of provides a lot of our stamina. We do have these oranges, which for some reason give us a rotten food chance, despite the fact they are pretty freshly picked, but hey ho. What do I know about food in general? I think the only way you get food without rotting food chance is if you cook it in a fire, which we can do. It's not a problem, but we've just got other things to be doing. Right, let's kill 3 nurses. This shouldn't be a problem. These nurses tend to be pretty weak. And John, they've only got 65 health. That's one. We are hungry, our stamina's reduced, that's fine. That's two. Good old headshot. Three. We will kill the other ones for loot and experience. Level 5 machete I think we will probably just hold on to and use when the time arises. But I'm never going to say no to a bit of free quick XP. That's the job clear, but let's go do this tier 1 clear. Over this way. I nearly said in Aberystwyth for some reason, because I was watching a video about Aberystwyth in Wales earlier, which is I think it was the Map Men by Jay Foreman. They mentioned Aberystwyth. Despite Wales being one of the 4 countries in the UK, I don't think I've ever. Most of my family have gone to Wales, so I don't think I've ever gone to Wales. I've been to Scotland, England, not to Wales. I haven't been to Northern Ireland, but I have been to the Republic of Ireland, down to Cork, which is wonderful. Really lovely place, really lovely people, and just honestly a gorgeous place. Jeddah was one of my favourite trips in recent memories. And I think actually one of the last places I went, quote unquote, abroad. I suppose it is abroad, it's another country. Before the lockdown era. This is a very big building which we could feasibly try hold on to, but it's just so big. I don't know if that's the best call for us to be doing. Looks like we're clearing out this farm here. Which makes me a little bit nervous, because farms can mean dogs. Which I'm not thrilled by, it must be said. Dogs and me don't have a good working relationship in this game. In real life I love dogs, but not in 7 days. Just that, okay, it just looks to be that farmhouse, that little barn. Ooh, a bigger barn than I might have hoped actually. Birchfield Farm. I'm just going to set up a campfire here. I'm not, because I don't have enough stone. Any stones around? I could dig the floor, but it'll take a while to get the stones I need. I can dig you, you'll get me stones eventually. Okay, we still can't get what we need just yet, that's fine. But I just want to cook up some food so that our food and our water is as good as it can be. Let's deal with this chappie over here before he inevitably becomes a problem, or we'll try to clear that place out. The good thing is we can just kind of leave these campfires wherever everybody. We're also going to chop down a new bedroll in case we die here, so we don't end up going all the way back to that other building where we are no longer particularly interested in for the time being. Let's turn on this with some fuel and let's make as much charred meat as possible. 14 charred meat to be precise. How long is it going to take for this to cook? A few minutes. In the meantime, let's grab that. And this doesn't give us any issues with food poisoning chances, but it does give us a potential issue with stamina, or with with water loss, I should say. It's not the most effective use of our meat, but we work with what we got really. It's starting to turn a bit. It's not turning dark, but it's turning a little bit. It looks a bit like it's getting to the afternoon. So let's have a bit more food, have a bit more water. Let's go clear out this farm. Oh, there's a bedroll. Really? This bedwall feels like it's plenty far enough away, but sure. I feel like it could really... I feel like we'd really start that quest without that being an issue, but let's try that again. How do we get in this place? That's locked. Oh, what was that? What was that noise? That sounds like a spider zombie. So we're trying to break through here. Oh yeah, they're starting to break through there. Do we have any more junk bullets that we can make? Robotic turret ammo. We'll make what we can. And that will kind of be our help, our backup, I suppose. There's some really horrible sounds coming from in there, which I'm not very fond of at all. Let's place this down here. As soon as this... Oh, what are you? What are you? Oh, you're a spider zombie. Jumping. Please die. Please die. Oh, you make the most horrible sounds. Oh, they're so glitchy as well. Oh my goodness, there's so many. That was horrible. That's what that sound is. I forgot what the sound I was remembering was. I just remembered I didn't like the sound at all. Oh, this property is laggy. I don't know why. This property is very laggy. I'll pick up some more friends. I don't know how much this junk turret is going to do to help, but we've got a lot of friends in here. This is where a Molotov is becoming real handy. So the more we can clear out now, the better. What are you doing? I hated that spider zombie. Spider zombies are the worst. Oh, that was tough, blimey. Let's pick up our turret. I don't know how much ammo we used. We used all our ammo. Understandably, let's break through this. Luckily, this wooden thing is in the way. It bought us a lot of time. But you can be damn sure we're going to search this place now that we had to deal with all that, including that awful, awful spider zombie. This, I don't know if it's this building or something else, but it's very, very laggy indeed. But we're going to definitely search all we can. We're getting some coffee, which is always welcome. It gives you a good amount of water, a good amount of stamina regen. 14 bullets in that muscle car is also very appreciated. Let's search anything else that we can. Pile of books. Nothing of interest there, sadly. I don't know if there's anything inside this box, but let's see if there is. I think I'm just going to be breaking this box of no particular gain, but let's see. No. Nothing inside. I'm actually glad we took them out where we did, because trying to fight in here I feel would be a real issue. Please tell me that's a working workbench. It's a working workbench. It's a working workbench. Okay, this is big. We'll just call that WB. A working workbench is really rather useful. That means we can craft some things from here. bullets, we can craft lockpicks, all very useful things. That scared the life out of me, but it's just an axe needing repairing. Well, it's definitely worth coming inside here. I shouldn't have destroyed that box because that had all the stuff inside. I'm a complete and utter idiot. That's the second time I've done that when playing 7 Days recently. But you know what? I'm not even frustrated because we have a working workbench. So we can do some more things with it. Sadly we don't have our... We can make lockpicks here, but we don't have any of our mechanical parts with us. But we do have a wrench. And we do have this car here, which looks like it can probably be wrenched for some mechanical parts. So let's do that. And this will allow us to make a few lockpicks. This is also going to work on our scavenger skill, which is also good, and these plastics we'll be able to sell for some profit. But now we should be able to make some lockpicks. Only 3, but along with the other ones, that's going to leave us enough that we should be able to get into our treasure chest. So, it's good, it's good. This means progress is being made, albeit rather slowly, albeit with a lot of stress involved and quite a few mistakes. On top of that, where were we actually supposed to come through? Oh, they're still here. I wondered. Anything up here? Ah, there is stuff up here. Let's get our frame shapes. We're going to need a few more frame shapes. Let's craft like, say, 6. We definitely don't want to miss all the good stuff. Yeah, this is where all the good stuff is. The weapons bag gives us some ammo. Definitely worth having. Let's open this shipping crate. Let's crack a book. I thought there might be something else. I thought like I wasn't quite finding everything in this place. Anything in this wooden crate? Well, we were complaining that we didn't have enough medical equipment, so let's get that out. I'm actually going to use that straight away just to recover our rather pitiful amount of health. It's not going to solve all our problems, but it's going to do something. 7 lockpicks. Hallelujah. Time to get out of this cursed place. Let's go. We, however, want to remember this place. This place is our workbench area. It's excellent news. We are horrendously over encumbered. So now I know where we want to set up. We want to set up somewhere near this building, near that farm area. Not too close to it that it's going to get destroyed, but close enough that we can use it to make things, because having a workbench is excellent. So we'll probably set up one of these buildings. I just don't know which one. Maybe this light blue one over here. But we are so slow. Actually, I'm going to drink a coffee. It's just going to make us move a bit quicker. Gives us some stamina boost, which is always useful. Doesn't make us particularly quicker, but it does mean that our stamina lasts that little bit longer because we have a lot of stuff. Just finding out. I just want to find in like a building on the outskirts somewhere that we can kind of renovate. I want like a two or 3 story tall building in just like a basic square formation, which I know might be asking for a bit much. I did think about this building here because it wouldn't take that much to turn it into a better, but it doesn't have the height, and yes, we could add height, but I also have a concern that it's too close to the traders and would cause issues in that regard. That they, because on the Horde Knight they can come from any direction, so it would be concerned that they would just push in. At least that would be my concern. Let's speak to the lady downstairs first.
What are you looking for?
What are you looking for?
Great job.
Great job. Oh, double barrel shotgun. But actually, I'm going to take these crossbow bolts, which might be a stupid decision,
Can I trust you?
but I think that's going to be, in the long run, a better option. We don't need anything from here for the moment, so I might buy that bandage. In fact, I'm going to buy all these bandages just so we have some bandages ready to
You're
go.
welcome.
They're pretty cheap, so it's not a bad thing at all. Let's go speak to the chap upstairs, but actually means we can probably switch our primitive bow. We'll keep hold of it, but we'll move it to kind of the relegated spot over there. And we use our crossbow, which I think is actually a lot better.
I got just the thing for what
I need to drop off a whole bunch of stuff because we are so over encumbered. Badly over encumbered. In a second, we're going to need to make a new chest, I think. Move the nails away, we don't need them for the time being.
You've made my day.
Okay.
Your payment.
So the hunter mod, which install 100 damage to living beings, but that's not going to include zombies, sadly. Jar of honey, a baseball bat, a hunting rifle, which we already have. I think I'm going to take the baseball bat. Any other jobs for me? Clear zombies in a farm. I can do that.
Look forward to seeing you again.
Well, I'm going to use this baseball bat as like a bit of a quicker weapon, a quicker melee weapon. Which is what do we take off the hotbar? I guess we take off the pickaxe. We're not going to be needing to use that until the right time. Let's get another chest down. Because for now we're still kind of set up in this building, which might not be best of ideas, but you know, it's the worst idea we've got at the moment. And we do have a working forge here, which is important to remember. It's like really weird. Yeah, okay, we'll put a chest up there. It's a bit, albeit in a bit of an odd position, but that's okay. Actually, we can put the 44 Magnum away. We can put the ammo in for the 44 Magnum away because we don't have a 44 Magnum. And the bullets in that can be... Finding a gun like that can be quite slow. Quite a slow process. Food, again, is an issue.
If we ain't got what you're looking for, we can get it.
Ah, I remember the issue. We left our food over by that workbench, didn't we? But it looks like we're heading towards the rally point anyways. That's not terrible. But this crossbow, now that it is actually fully loaded with some stuff, will be useful as a kind of a silent gun or silent ranged weapon. I think we can actually make crossbow bolts. I don't know if we need to probably learn that as a skill. No, we don't. We just need to make iron arrowheads and feathers. So what do we need to make iron arrowheads? Oh, you can use it to make... Oh, you can just do it with that stuff. That's interesting. Yeah, we could have had... we could have had this all this time, it seems. Let's make some sharp rocks. Let's get out of the way, and then I want to see if I can actually make some more crossbow bolts. Oh yeah, we could have had some stone bolts, that's fine. But we'll make those as kind of a backup to what we currently have. In fact, we'll start with the stone crossbow bolts, and we can move up to better bolts. But the good thing about a crossbow is that it works with probably the majority of bolts, whereas with a bow you have to get a you have to get lots of different bows to different types of ammo. So in that regard, that makes me pretty happy. I also got our bedrollers over here as well. Are we clearing out the same building? That's bad. Because if that resets the... that could reset the workbench. I'm going to have to deal with that blooming spider zombie again. Which I'm not a fan of. Let's make some more junk ammo. I'm going to make 19 of it, but hey ho. Now we're going to have to eat a lot of this food to make it worth it. So food seems to go down incredibly quickly at the moment, so I guess maybe over encumbrance doesn't help with that. Let's drink some water to counterbalance all that food we just ate. I'm not a fan that this is the exact same property, because we've probably just lost our ability to use that workbench. But I want to clear the quest, because otherwise I'm never going to get a new quest from that trader. That's a bad thing. We're going to do the same thing again. See if we can wake them up through here. I should be aware our coffee is running out soon as well. Oi! Where are you all? One way to wake them up, I suppose. There we go. Use a good old gun, I'm sure that'll wake them up. Hopefully there's no spider this time. If there is, he's the absolute priority. Do they know which way they need to go? Come on. Space traps. I hope they don't break out a different way. Man, this building is so laggy. I don't know why. You can kind of sneak through. Oh, that's why. Okay, they're breaking through. Here they come. Okay, they will start to kind of break through. They'll do their weird kind of crouchy thing. You probably don't... Oh, goodness me. That was uncalled for, sir. Here they go. Luckily, I don't think there doesn't seem to be a spider zombie this time, which I'm very appreciative of, because they make the worst noises, those spider zombies. I really hope the workbench has not gone badly wrong. You're not dead. You are dead. You are not dead. I think it's just you two left, though. Really, you're not dead? There we go. Okay, all the zombies are dead. Luckily no spider zombie, because those are just horrible, horrible creatures. Let's search everything. There was a lot of coffee in this building last time. And there's 2 coffee this time. This is worth it just for the drinks, to be honest, let alone everything else. Okay, we'll hold on to the coffee, because coffee is pretty good. I'm not a fan that that's just lit up in terms of noise. Please be working. Oh, it's still working, thank goodness. We are pretty damn lucky. because that could have reset and we would have lost our ability to use the workbench or anything. It's pretty damn lucky. I didn't realise there's a parkour way up here this entire time. Let's go to this box. Just so we can move around, because I think there is a weapons bag on the far side of this box. And this box serves no purpose. This weapons bag, I should say, hopefully will serve a purpose. It does, kind of. AR-15 receiver, generic rifle parts, and a little bit of ammo. Nothing exceptional, nothing groundbreaking, but that's helpful. I do hear a zombie outside, we'll have to go deal with him to ensure that they don't go after our lovely workbench. Butchering tool schematic, let's read that. Right, let's go find the zombie and deal with them so they don't become a problem later down the line. Hello! Oh, that guy just absolutely tanked that hit. Let's actually use our club. There we go. The club's a lot quicker and uses a little bit less stamina, so that's not a bad thing. Anything in this shelf? Nails. Well, this time, don't do anything stupid with this box. No, maybe I do something. Do I do something stupid with the box? I don't know. Let's leave that box alone for now. We'll come back and deal with that box at a later stage, because last time I destroyed it and then I couldn't use it for anything. Okay, well that's done. Let's head back to the traders. It's still daytime. In fact, actually what I do want to do first, then before that, is first of all, put out that claw hammer. We don't need that on a hot bar. Let's just get some more bandages up and running. I'm going to search this car park while it's, because it's a laggy property. I'd rather do it while it's daytime. Need a few more stones from somewhere. Stone, 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 stone. I just need like 2 stones really. Oh, zombies. You know what, we'll just work with what we got. There's going to be a lot of zombies in this car park though, that's the only thing I need to bear in mind. There is a rock or 2 on the road, which is good. Let's use that to repair you. It's going to make a whole bunch of noise, sadly. She had red eyes, I think she might have been a feral. You don't have an arm. Yeah, cars are pretty good for tools, ammo. For the most part I find it's quite well worth doing, although some of these seem to be pretty... Okay, we can loot some of these, that's good. Oh hello, we very nearly angered you there. Okay. There are a lot of zombies here. It's an incredibly laggy building as well. You know what? We'll come back for this later. We've looted some of the cars. It doesn't mean we'll have to kill those zombies again, but I think probably actually it's not the best use of our time at the present moment. We do need to refill our water stocks pretty soon. We can replace this for now. Where's our nearest water source? There's one up to our right. This way. Let's mark it just with a quick waypoint. Because water takes a very long time to cook, so let's we can at least get it started. So while we're doing other things, I think that's the main thing. Did we get a new skill? We did get a new skill. I'm putting it into pack mule purely because we are getting so over encumbered, and that's going to buy us a little bit of breathing room. Not much, and it's definitely turning into evening time. I think I know our plan for the evening, though. Our plan for the night time is just to try get to that treasure. We've got 7 lockpicks. If that's not enough, then I don't know what would be. I think we would be okay. Is there another quest we can do here? No, because the cable guys is all the way over there. So that's not a quest we can probably be doing. That's not a quest we can be doing immediately. I actually just drank all my water. That's excellent to me. But we've got the rest of our water sorted. We really shouldn't run just through the middle of a building. We're probably going to activate all sorts of trouble for ourselves. That's barbed wire. Let's definitely not do that. We're going to run into a dog, no my luck. But let's head back to the trader. We're not doing that well in terms of our health. We do have a couple of bandages, so actually let's use one of these sterile bandages. It doesn't give us much health, but it gives us something, and sometimes something is all that matters. Let's pick up these rocks. That's going to repair our stone sledgehammer. I'd like to make an iron sledgehammer, but I'm guessing we can't do that just yet. Yeah, we would need to be better at crafting. We also need to have the recipe. But if we just awoke someone in this barn or in this field, but we're not too concerned with them. That's not a huge issue. Starting turning to evening, if not night time. When we speak to the trader, we can see what time it is, and that will allow us to make a judgment as to how quickly we run. Because if you don't get a headshot with the crossbows, they're pretty ineffective. If you do get a headshot like that, they can be a lot more effective. You dead? I think you were dead. If you're not dead, okay, you are dead. I was gonna say, if you're not dead, we'll come back and deal with you later. But let's go get our quest reward from this chap.
You're well earned, traveler.
Ooh, this is interesting. A scrap iron pickaxe, a shotgun duckbill mod, but we don't have a shotgun, so it's not that useful. Sterile bandages we have enough of, so we will take 98 iron crossbow bolts because it's better than 95. We will do another clear in the commercial bakery, but that's not going to be something we do right now. But I do want to drop off any excess stuff that we have. There's definitely somebody trying to break in, so let's just very quickly drop off this stuff that we don't immediately need. Steel arrows, I don't think we're going to need immediately. The coffee beans we'll get rid of. Something as well. Let's actually switch over to our. Now we've got 136 iron crossbow bolts. Let's switch over to that. Who's destroying my lovely traders? I didn't even check the time. That's okay. Did you die? I think you died. We are going to go do the treasure. And it's going to be turning night time pretty soon. And we, probably on the way back from that, can search and see if there's a place we want to set up shop. And we can do that clear on the way back on our next session of 7 days. But I think once we've got the treasure for today, we'll call it there. Again, another always a fun stream playing 7 days. I think I've only had one death this stream, which is not awful, all things considered. We might even be able to get to the treasure before it turns night time, which would actually be really rather useful. Because we are heading into kind of the big part of the city. I thought that said cornado, like a tornado of corn, but no. I'm just being stupid, which is often the case, to be honest, but hey ho. I think the next stream we'll do will be a warband stream, where we are having a lot of trouble, but we're going to have to find a way to deal with that. I'm just going to see if I can make a wooden door quickly for this building. It's still going to be very protected, but there's no door there currently. No, there is. Okay. Again, ignore me, I'm just being stupid. I need to use my claw hammer just to repair it, however. Not break it. Okay, we need forged iron for that, which I think we put away. Oh no, we made it into lockpicks, that's fine. Oh, what was I had a dog. I think the dog is up there, thankfully. I heard a dog and that was not a pleasant sound. Dogs are not fun creatures. There's lots of zombies in this central building. We are just going to run past as best possible, because it takes so long to go around. We might search this bag if we can quickly get away with it. Because often they have some pretty good stuff in those duffel bags, sadly not this time. We do need to remember that that was an excellent shot. We need to remember that there's I think there was a dire wolf by this treasure. So we need to ensure that we don't do something stupid and die. We do have this hunting rifle. Last time we were able to get away with it just by running underneath the podium as opposed to actually fighting the direwolf, which might be a better idea. But I'd rather not use my gun, it's going to turn nighttime pretty soon. The last thing we want to do is get a big fight right as it turns nighttime. We're pretty hungry. Do we have any food on us? We do have some food. Let's quickly eat this food before that becomes a problem that I forget about at a later stage. Okay. I don't know if the direwolf is still around, because there was a direwolf here earlier. But let's use our crossbow to our advantage. Oh my goodness, that did nothing to that guy. Okay, we're going to have to just use melee on this guy, I think. Because range does not seem to be our friend when it comes to this chap. There we go. And we can probably just whack this cheerleader in the head. There we go. I'm however aware that there might still be a direwolf somewhere in the vicinity, because maybe they just spawn around treasures or spawn around this particular location. So just be careful. I think there are zombies down here normally. Certainly used to be. Just jump onto the tractor. Not a tractor, a digger. Definitely not a tractor. Okay, definitely a zombie coming in for us. Is he dead? Yes, good. Right, let's get inside. I know where the treasure is, it's somewhere around here. I'm aware that this might get a lot of zombies coming after us. We've got 7 lockpicks. I really hope this works. There's no skill involved, it's just a game of luck. And we did it first time, how about that? Definitely didn't need to get all those ones, but that's okay. And that is most welcome. 17 silver nuggets, 2 gold nuggets, a little bit of ammo, and quite a bit of money. Very nice indeed. Is it night time? It's definitely turning night time, isn't it? Let's see if we can get out of this main part of the city before it turns night time. That's going to just cause so many issues for us. What we will do, we'll head up. Actually, I don't want to go through that central building again. If I can help it. It's not night time just yet, although I can see the shadows. What is this place? This is an electronics store, like one of the previous ones we've done. Not as much ammo as I was hoping from that treasure map, but a good amount of gold and abilities to make other gold. So we have to deal with you because you're moving pretty quickly. I think we'll probably search the outskirts of town. Just see if we can find somewhere we want to stay. We don't have much food, so we need to head back, I think. Oh, what's this building? Hang on. I want to see what this red and yellow building is. Because this could turn into a potential base. We will need to deal with this former gangster though, preferably before it turns. Oh my goodness, that was close. He did a bit of a duck and weave there. Stamina regain. There's another chuck coming in, just excellent. Or as Harry Potter would say, brilliant, because that's all they ever said. Brilliant, 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 brilliant. Morning, 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 morning. I'm making lots of references which make no sense, so I should stop doing that. What is it? Oh, this is like a castle place. This looks snazzy. How much health does this stuff have? Only 1200. I can imagine that would end up being a real pain to defend. Again, I think just too big for our purposes. Certainly an interesting concept. Oh, that's the boat. It's not bad. The boats aren't bad, but they're incredibly laggy. That's the only thing. Definitely not somewhere we're gonna. Oh, that might have been a mistake. Especially if it's turning night time. Oh, I missed. No, let's just keep on going. I think we can probably just run away. Kind of exploring parts of the. This might work. It's a little bit more isolated. I don't really like the extra segments on the building though. I certainly don't like this. Oh no, I don't like this gap either. I'm pretty fussy when it comes to a long-term base. That's the issue. This might be our day. Oh, didn't mean to shoot an arrow there. This might be our day, our first horde base. We just sit atop this building and hope for the best. We could actually turn that into a more permanent area, but I don't know if that would be wise or not. I don't think there's much up here. I want to see how much. So that's 5,000 hit points. We could go up there. That probably where we are. Our first hall base. That's a much better pickaxe than one we've got. Oh, hello. That scared me. Bloody dog. Possibly wolf, but either dog or wolf. That actually made me jump in my seat. Well, we're going to go back and get my bag because I don't know if the marker will stay. It's just turned night time as well. Excellent. I'm going to stop the stream here. And thank you very much for watching, Whiskers, and anyone else who joined in. And I will be doing another stream probably Monday night. I don't think I will be doing one tomorrow. I said that on Friday about today, but circumstances changed. But yeah, thank you very much for joining. I'll speak to you in a little bit. Cheerio.